The wind howled across the dusty plains as the sun sank behind the jagged hills of Arizona Territory. Clara Weston gripped the reins of her horse, her heart pounding with the weight of what awaited her in the small town of Red Rock. Her father's debts had sealed her fate. She was to marry a man she had never met, a rancher named Luke Carter. When she first saw him standing outside the old wooden church, tall and broad-shouldered, with eyes the color of a summer storm, she felt a strange mix of anger and curiosity. He said little, his voice rough and low. "I didn't ask for this either," he told her, "but I'll treat you fair." The first weeks on his ranch were silent and cold. Clara worked beside him, learning to mend fences and tend the horses. Slowly, she began to see the kindness beneath his hard exterior, how he stayed up through the night when one of her mares fell ill, how he built her a small garden by the porch though he never said why. One evening, a storm rolled through the valley. Lightning split the sky as they raced to save the cattle. When Clara slipped in the mud, Luke pulled her into his arms, holding her close as rain poured down. For the first time, she saw fear in his eyes, not of the storm, but of losing her. Days later, when the sky cleared, Clara realized something had changed. The marriage that began as a burden had turned into something deeper. She stood beside him, hand in hand, watching the sunset. "I never wanted this," she whispered, "but now I can't imagine life without you." Luke smiled softly. "Sometimes," he said, "fate knows better than we do."